Anastasia, you were talking about keeping the Fed funds rate around 5.5% for a prolonged period of time. Our guest sitting on set is slightly shaking his head, Bob Michael. I know he looks for a potential cut by the end of this year in the face of weakness. How much do you push back against that? Do you think that the Fed could hold rates at about 5.5% well into next year?
Well, I think if the economy is still on solid footing and we're not looking at a recession, that's exactly what the Fed wants to do. They just want to stay there for a prolonged period of time to make sure inflation does come down towards, let's say, 2.5%. Look, I don't think we have a perfect crystal ball on when this recession ultimately is going to materialize. But if I just look at the real rates, and if I look at the forecast of real rates, we're likely to get towards 2% real rate, given the forecast that we have today, at some point in 2024. Wow. And if you compare that 2% real rate that's sometime in 2024, you compare that to the neutral rate that the New York Federal Reserve says it's somewhere around 1, it's likely to decline to 0.9 or 0.7%. At some point in time, we do get into that restrictive territory, but I think that point is still out in 2024.